What's happening, guys? Tom Tucker with your Buoy 10 update for Wednesday, August 21st. Today was pretty cool. This morning sucked. I see why everybody's been starting later. I kept thinking I could maybe get a couple fish to chomp first thing in the morning on this outgoing tide, but last 2 days it sucked for it. Today especially, I don't think I got a bite for the first 2 hours. I tried on the Washington side in shallow water where I got a nice troll going. Marked fish, couldn't get anything to go. Cruised on to checkerboard, fished that for a while, couldn't get anything to go. At around like 8:30, 9, once the tide was kind of mellowing way up and getting ready to flip, we started getting bit, and then went out, did that same program we did yesterday. It seemed like the entire fleet was doing it. It was out towards the deadline, buoy 10, 12, 14, anywhere in that deep water, waiting on the incoming tide and those fresh fish pushing by. And today was freaking awesome as far as that bite went. It was just bang, 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 and seeing nets all around us everywhere. It seemed like everybody was crushing them. Pretty awesome day. Definitely some tight boat driving, and it seems like everybody thinks they need to be right up next to you when those bites are happening. That's not the case. It's definitely best to spread out a little, especially with that incoming tide. But we were able to get some keeper kings and threw back some very nice fish today. That was a bummer, but everybody got to catch fish. I think killed 3 or 4 kings and a couple coho, so it was nice to get some hatchery coho in the mix too. Yeah, overall a really great day of fishing. I can't count how many bites and opportunities we had and fish we landed. It was awesome fishing. Pretty much all of the incoming tide. It started to slow down out there at the deadline, and we started doing what everybody else was doing. We just come back upriver a little ways, fish those same fish until we ended up around Hammond, and we just powered out the rest of the tide and got bit relatively consistently, even though it slowed down some. You know, fish were being marked anywhere from like 20 to 30 feet. The big thing was getting having enough line out to be fishing that depth, while staying where you wanted to stay. With the southwest wind today, that made it difficult. So sometimes we'd have 50 feet of line out to get 50, 60 feet of line out to get down to that 30 feet of water. And it sucked having to have the boat like cockeyed towards the Oregon side and rods going this way. It was a mess, but luckily we only had one gnarly tangle, and everything worked out pretty a-okay. So tomorrow, I'm not sure exactly how many people I'm fishing or when I'm fishing, but I know I'm not starting early. I'm gonna sleep in and just fish that incoming tide because it's been pretty dang good. So yeah, pretty much got bit on everything today. We did better on bait today, I think, but we got bit on a lot of spinners, spin fish. It was all across the board. It was just a good bite. Anyway, if you're fishing the next couple days, have fun if you're waking up early, and if not, hit that incoming tide. It's gonna be good. See ya.